Hello, I am Janet Fenner. I'm Chief Marketing Officer of Lumeo. With me today, I have Devarshi Shah, CEO and co-founder of Lumeo. Alongside him, we have Manish Dalal. He is the president of ZKTeco USA. Good morning, gentlemen. We're here today to discuss tailgating and piggybacking and the implications it has to secured facilities. So, good morning, and let's start with you, Manish.
Thank you, Janet. Honor to be part of this discussion. So, tailgating is an age-old problem of our security industry, and every access control solution provider has tried to solve this problem, and it is either through the software logic or through very expensive LiDAR sensors and so on and so forth. And so far, nothing is 100% foolproof. But I think ZKTeco USA, partnering with Lumeo's video analytic, AI-based platform, and along with our special hardware of people counting camera, ZKTeco USA has come up with a solution which I think solves this problem, and we can confidently say that we have almost 99% or higher accuracy. And the best part about this solution is that it is so cost effective that it can be implemented at every single door by reusing the hardware, the video surveillance hardware what the customer has, and by adding us a tiny little camera from ZKTeco USA.
So let's talk about tailgating. So tell me a little bit about the problem in the market.
Yeah, so we hear about tailgating all the time from a lot of our customers. It turns out, many times tailgating is kind of innocuous, where it's just a coworker or an employee, a friend that's kind of, walking through the door without badging in. But the real problem starts happening when you see maybe perhaps a former disgruntled employee, or maybe somebody who's a thief or a vandal, right, that gets in and ends up damaging the property, or even, goes to the extent of, stealing IP. And not to say there's regulatory and legal compliance issues that crop in certain industries around sort of people that are not authorized to be in the facility kind of showing up. So fairly common problem that we hear from customers all the time.
So knowing now the implications of tailgating, and it is a serious issue, Manish, tell us a little bit about the solution that ZKTeco USA developed using the Lumeo platform.
Sure. So, as you know, that ZKTeco USA is a one-stop shop solution, physical security solution provider, and we not only manufacture access control panels and readers, but we also make turnstiles, metal detectors, walk-through metal detectors, and video surveillance equipment, and also various types of software platforms. Now, with our access control hardware, what we were able to do is we added a people counting camera with an onboard AI-based analytic engine on it, and coupled with the Lumeo's video analytics platform, we have come up with a solution which accurately detects more than one person in a area before they enter the door or before they enter the turnstile, and then it sends an alert, and it also locks down the door or the turnstile barrier or whatever the area needs to be. And this I think is the need of the industry, and it provides a near to foolproof solution what the customer is looking for.
That's excellent. Okay, so Varshi, I'm going to go to you. Tell me a little bit about Lumeo's solution on this and how ZKTeco USA was able to go ahead and leverage the platform.
Absolutely. I think, Janet, Lumeo is fueled by a vision to transform how the world, solution providers, integrators, and end customers leverage video to make things actionable, to derive value from them. And we do that by building a sort of low code, no code platform that enables solution providers like ZKTeco to quickly and rapidly essentially add AI-enabled analytics to their products and services.
Tell me a little bit more about that whole no code, because I know that developing analytics in the market usually takes some serious engineering power or a lot of time and effort that goes behind it. So talk to me a little bit more about that no code that you're talking about.
Absolutely. I think it's one of the most exciting things that we've been able to bring to the market. Essentially, the way Lumeo works is, we offer Lego-like building blocks, things like, AI models, high accuracy models, the ability to apply rules to these models, be able to take all of this infrastructure and be able to deploy it on edge devices that, for instance, sit inside, a ZKTeco turnstile, and to be able to do all of that using sort of, drag and drop environments, in the web, design and develop on the web, and then essentially be able to deploy it very quickly, on site. And in addition to that, integrate with existing systems, integrate with VMS systems, integrate with ZK's access control APIs. So that platform, which is probably takes about 20 minutes to 30 minutes for a new team person to get started with, enables companies like ZK to very quickly and rapidly prototype and test out the platform and then essentially get their product out into the market. Manish, I think with ZK, it probably took us less than a week to get the end-to-end solution working, and that's just amazing, considering all the moving pieces involved.
No, I totally agree with you, and we were able to make it work with our standard IP camera without making any changes to it. Our programmer was able to work with the technical team at Lumeo, and yes, in less than a week we were able to tweak it and almost perfect it, and we are now confident. We are displaying that in our experience centers. We also displayed this at the GSX 2022 in Atlanta this year, and the response and the feedback what we got from the people who saw this solution was just amazing, and we are very confident that this particular solution would be the answer for customers in the warehousing and distribution industry, fitness centers, schools, colleges. I mean, it's just amazing the possibilities which this opens up.
That's great. So I know that you tested this all and you started working on it with a man trap that you have here at ZKTeco USA. So tell me a little bit about the solution and how it all came together. How does the solution work? I know that you have a fob. I know you can do facial recognition, credentials, but as far as adding that extra level of security, how did this come about? How does the solution work?
Sure. No, that's a very good point. So we have a couple of customers who have very high secured areas, and some of their entrances need to have man traps or vestibules where the second door cannot open until the first door is closed, and the person who is entering that first door is properly identified and credentialed in, either with a card or a fob and facial recognition and stuff like that. However, the biggest challenge was that when the person enters the vestibule, the first door is locked, the second door is locked, and if they have more than one person, they do not want the two people entering the door with just one check-in or one credential. And that's where where Lumeo comes in, that now with the help of video analytics, now we are able to detect not only that there's more than one person in the vestibule, but we, in addition to that, with the engines or the models what Lumeo offers, we can also detect if they are carrying any additional baggages, or they have carts, trolleys, if they are wearing clothes with certain colors and things like that, and that makes it really value add for the customer, and it's not a luxury, but it's like a need of the hour.
I love that you made a custom solution. Is really what you did, and that's, I think, what Lumeo is best known for, is the customization of analytics. So what did you need in order, when Manish approached you, what did Lumeo need in order to go ahead and execute on this analytic?
Absolutely, right? So traditionally what you'll see is most solutions are reactive in nature, right? So you say, hey, two people, tailgated perhaps, and you send a notification. I think what was unique about what the ZKTeco USA team wanted to do was to make it more proactive, right? And so we actually spent time with them, trying to understand the problem better. A lot of the core building blocks in Lumeo are already designed to enable that use case very, very rapidly for ZK. Things like high accuracy people detection models that work from various camera vantage points, the ability to quickly tweak and define that region of interest in which you're going to design and say, hey, here's where people are present, and this is what you use as a trigger. Camera angles in most installations are going to be different, right? And so the ability to tweak that very rapidly, that's another sort of key capability of the platform that enabled them to very, very rapidly say, hey, I know I can probably deploy this and tweak it and customize it, to the actual specific installation without requiring that the camera be mounted at a certain height and a certain angle, which is practically very challenging to do, in large-scale deployments. And then lastly, the pre-built integration capabilities, either with messaging systems or with VMS systems, those were things that ZK team was able to leverage really, really rapidly to kind of build an integration that not only sort of works with the turnstile using APIs, but also with existing solutions that the end customer might have installed on their site, like maybe a monitoring center or perhaps a VMS.
Excellent. So the fact that it was agnostic, you're able to provide this to your customer base super easily and rapidly, correct?
Yes, yes, and again, the biggest advantage, as Devarshi said, is that the customers can use their existing infrastructure with very little addition. They can implement the solution.
So excellent. So this has been great. I love the multifaceted approach. I love that ZKTeco USA was able to create a custom solution for a need in the market. That's what it's all about. Out-of-the-box solutions don't fit every single use out there. So fantastic. Love to hear it. Gentlemen, we are running out of time. So any last points or any last comments that you'd like to both make?
No, just I want to say that anybody who is looking for a solution, please contact us, info@zktecousa.com. Visit our YouTube channel. We'll be posting some videos, live videos of this solution, and we would love to have a discussion.
Yeah. All that I'd like to add is, I think ZKTeco team is a great example of how solution providers can leverage the power of analytics to build things and design solutions that are tailored to their specific needs. And super excited to see what your team builds next on video and video analytics.
Yeah.
That's great. Gentlemen, thank you so much. And Janet Benner, thank you so much for joining us at Fireside Chat.
Thank you, Janet.